Hey guys, long time no see. So today is going to be my top 5 villains in TV shows. I know I haven't made a video in forever. It's been hectic. Senior year of high school is so hectic. There's so many things you have to do, at least at my school, and goodness, it's just been crazy and I've had zero time to do anything. Plus I'm in track meets and track practice every day and it's insanity. So I'm really happy to be able to do this video for you guys though, and I hope that you all enjoy it. So starting with number 5 is Tate Langdon from American Horror Story, The Murder House, the first season, and that is played by Evan Peters. He is just extremely lovable. Obviously, everyone fangirls over Evan Peters and his character in every season basically, but as Tate, he was just so psychotic, but like funny and lovable and extremely complex. And yeah, that whole entire TV series is just full of amazing characters with extremely clever stories and backstories and everything. And I just love how well that's done. And Tate's character is such a good villain, I guess, and he's just super awesome. So definitely number 5. Number 4 is Cersei and Jaime Lannister from the Game of Thrones series, and they are played by Lena Headey and Nicola Coster-Waldau, something like that. His name's pretty hard to pronounce. So in the first season, they're both obviously despicable. As the season in the books goes on, Jaime becomes a little less of a villain and more of a lovable character, but Cersei is just awful, at least as far as I've gotten. I still hate her, but they're so despicable, but you kind of feel sorry for them. You really just can't help but love them. Their relationship is really, really weird and awful, but if you've seen up to season 3, you know what I'm talking about with Jaime, and he's still, like, it depends on what side you're on, like who you're rooting for to win the throne, but to me, he's on the wrong side, but I feel like he has the potential to be amazing, and yes. But Cersei, still despicable, but an awesome character, and yes, complexity, good, Game of Thrones is awesome, yes. Next is Joe Carroll from The Following, and he is played by James Purefoy. That TV show is centered around Joe Carroll, the murderer, and his followers who are all insane and psychotic, but yes, and they're being tracked down by, what's his name? Kevin Bacon's character. I forgot his name at this moment. They are being tracked down by him, and Joe Carroll is just so clever and charismatic, and he just really has a way with people, and you kind of gotta decide when you watch that show, like, what's right and what's wrong, like, because I just really like Joe's character, but obviously I don't like what he's doing, but if they caught him, the show would be over, so you're just kind of like, do I want them to catch him? I don't know. I go back and forth. Joe Carroll is a wonderful character, and The Following is an amazing show. Number 2 is Sylar from Heroes, and he is played by Zachary Quinto. Zachary Quinto plays a hell of a villain. Let's just be honest. Serial killer. When I think of a serial killer, I think of Zachary Quinto. He's amazing. I think it's the eyebrows, but that's just me. If you've ever seen Heroes, it's kind of an older TV show, but it's centered around people with powers, and Zachary Quinto has an awesome power, but he is definitely the ongoing bad guy throughout the whole show. But then there's kind of a twist, and he's not so much the bad guy, but then he's like the bad guy again. It's really complicated. Zachary Quinto is an amazing villain. He is just so, like, in the show he's so clever and charismatic, again, kind of like all these characters, but he's just very, I don't know, it changes how he acts. Like, when he was first introduced, like the first 2 seasons of Heroes, I hated him, had no love for him at all, I wanted him to be gone, but then you kind of get his story, you kind of get to know him more personally, get his point of view, and you get to like him, basically. So He's an awesome villain. My number one villain on a TV show is Sebastian Monroe from Revolution, played by David Lyons. So in the first season, he's obviously like the villain, but since the TV show started, I've liked him. First of all, he's very, very attractive. Second of all, he's just super sly, and he's like the awesomest fighter ever. And when him and Miles are together, it's hilarious. He is so funny. Their banter is just perfection. Them two together, when they fight, like, there's no stopping them. They could take on an army of like 10,000 people and they'd probably win. It's amazing. Just his dynamic with every other character just really brings a lot of things to the table in that TV show. Like, when he is interacting with another character, it brings out a certain side of them, and it brings out a lot of, like, just a lot of dimension in the show. And when he is in the scene, it's a good scene. It's a really good scene. So he is just very, very, I don't even know what the word is, but he's an amazing villain. As I said, he's not so much the villain anymore, but he's still, it depends on how you want the show to go, but for me, he's still pretty much a villain, but I do very much enjoy his character. He's probably my favorite character on the show besides Miles. Yeah, so he's so, I love Monroe. Monroe's where it's at. I love that show so much. I can't wait till the next episode. So yes, that is all of my favorite villains for TV shows. Maybe I'll do one for books, but like I haven't gotten to the point where I've read a ton of books and gotten a lot of different like bad guys in my head to compare, so I'll probably wait on that one for a while, but I hope that you've enjoyed these two videos talking about villains, and I would love to know your favorite villains, or if you like any of the villains I like, I'd love to know that too. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you later. Bye!